Netflix Gaming has just announced a brand new partnership that has proven why the company is still a force to be reckoned with in this next generation of video games. So let's talk about it.
Are you listening?
Hey, welcome back to the Nerf Report. On today's show, we are diving into this really cool story that Netflix has closed a first-of-its-kind deal, which will see the production company develop a brand new animated series and a mobile game based on the Exploding Kittens franchise. And obviously, an announcement like this has massive, huge, ginormous, metaverse-shattering implications! But before we dive into that, if it's your first time here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We are constantly uploading new videos that are diving into stories just like this one. And if you want to stay on top of other stories involving Netflix, PlayStation, Xbox, or cloud gaming platforms like Google Stadia or Amazon Luna, hit that subscribe button. All right, back to the story. Yesterday, Netflix released a press release titled Netflix Announces Exploding Kitten Mobile Game and Animated Series in first-of-its-kind deal based on the popular card game, where Netflix will produce an animated series and a mobile tie-in video game, which will both be available for Netflix subscribers this May. Now, if you're like me and were completely unaware of what Exploding Kitten was up until 15 minutes of filming this, essentially Exploding Kittens is a card game where players must trick their friends into blowing themselves up, and the last player alive wins. You know, kind of like Monopoly. Now, according to Netflix, Exploding Kittens, the game, will retain the same classic gameplay where players avoid drawing the exploding kitten. Plus, Netflix will be adding two new cards, the flip-flop that reverses the order of the cards in the deck, and the radar, which reveals the position of the exploding kitten. And Netflix is already talking about adding cards based on the Exploding Kittens animated series that will tie the viewer back into the Exploding Kittens game. And at this point, I've said exploding 8 times in under 3 minutes on YouTube, which means not only have we probably lost monetization, but I am probably on some type of watch list. Now, for me, the key takeaway from this Netflix announcement is the whole tie-in experience. As we mentioned, Netflix will not only develop the animated series and the game, but they are going to work on specific cards that reference the animated series and its characters, tying together both of the projects in this Netflix-esque spiderweb. And that, for me, has always been the most intriguing thing about Netflix getting into video games. Netflix obviously sees the massive popularity that gaming has going for it. I mean, back in 2019, Netflix reportedly saw Fortnite as a bigger rival to the platform than HBO. And the reason for that is extremely simple. It took their subscribers' eyes off the Netflix platform. And seeing that time is so limited, and there are only 24 hours in a day, and you chose to spend 5 of them watching this video, I guess that makes me Netflix public enemy number 1. You see, the quick and dirty of all of this is Netflix wants to keep you on their platform for as long as they can. So if they can start producing video games to keep you in the Netflix ecosystem longer than that, then I mean, they're going to capitalize the hell out of this. And this is why Netflix is starting to create an in-house roster of development studios who are already working on video games based on Netflix IP. Because we are definitely going to see a day that when you finish watching a TV show or a movie, instead of Netflix saying, "Hey, are you still watching?" they're now going to say, "Hey, you just watched 12 hours of Love is Blind. Do you want to play the video game?" And Netflix isn't alone in this venture. Companies like Xbox and PlayStation have been gobbling up all of the major studios out there to secure as much intellectual property as possible, and in return, secure the eyes of their audience. And one thing's for sure, as this practice becomes more and more prevalent, we are going to see some crazy deals. Sony announces Last of Us Remastered alongside the launch of the Last of Us TV show. Halo Infinite will definitely have tie-ins with the new Paramount Plus Halo TV show. And for the love of all things that is holy, Netflix, please give me a House of Cards video game. Sorry, I added that last part. Trust me, I know. If it's not on the teleprompter, don't read it. Anyway, enough from me. What do you all think about this announcement from Netflix? Does the idea of these type of launches excite you? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hey, thanks again for checking out our channel. If you like what you saw and you want to see more content just like it, which Who wouldn't? Hit the subscribe button right there. And while you're down there, hit the like button. Maybe even consider becoming a Nerf Report best friend, just like the people listed down below did. In fact, don't you want to see your name there? I know I do.